Welcome back to Liberty on Nicotine, the podcast where smoke meets soul, where philosophy, humor, and the occasional puff of wisdom rise together into the afternoon air. Today, I want to take you on a little journey, one that begins with a rat. Now, before you picture some alleyway rodent with a slice of pizza, let me clarify. This particular rat is far more distinguished. He's wrapped in a gold foil, dressed in deep Maduro tones, and he smells, well, let's just say like refined rebellion. I'm talking about the Liga Privada Único Serie, Year of the Rat, a creation of Drew Estate, born in Nicaragua, raised with attitude, and released once a year like a royal decree for cigar lovers. This, my friends, isn't just a cigar. It's a philosophy lesson rolled in tobacco. It was midday smoke, the kind of day that makes you question whether and why we ever decided to work indoors. The thermometer said 65 degrees. The breeze was whispering, just enough to keep the smoke dancing rather than lingering. My local tobacconist, a woman who looks like she was a Viking shield maiden born in a cloud of Nicaraguan smoke and raised on espresso tears, had recommended this with a smirk. "You'll like this one," she said, as though she were handing me a classified government file. And I did what any cigar enthusiast worth his humidor would do. I took her word for it. There I was, sitting outdoors, the sun filtering through some lazy clouds, holding the cigar, oily beauty in my hand, the wrapper, a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro, shimmering like a well-aged leather jacket, promised richness, mischief, and perhaps just a hint of enlightenment. Let's talk anatomy, because the most fine cigars in life, this Year of the Rat is a bit of an overachiever. It's born in Nicaragua at Drew Estate's La Gran Fabrica, a name that sounds like it should produce revolutions rather than cigars. Underneath that decadent Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, you've got Brazilian binder, smooth, exotic, a little mysterious. Think of it as jazz bass player holding the rhythm while the lead guitar goes wild. Inside, a fiery blend of Nicaraguan and Honduran long filters. The usual suspects in the Liga Privada family. They bring pepper, they bring earth, they bring that backbone of grit that says, sit down, relax, and prepare to feel something. The flavor starts bold, a peppery handshake that says, hello, I'm alive. Then it mellows into that molasses sweetness the broadleaf gives so generously, almost like dark chocolate and espresso got together and decided to elope. Now, lighting the cigar, especially one wrapped in gold and mystery, is not just an act, it's a ritual. You don't rush the Year of the Rat. No, you respect it. You slide off that gold foil slowly, reverently, like you're unveiling the Ark of the Covenant, hoping it doesn't melt your face off. The flame touches the foot. The first puff rises, and the air changes. The pepper bites, the smoke curls, and you remember why people used to sit on porches and think, instead of scroll through screens and argue. There's something liberating about it. The way a cigar forces you to slow down. You can't multitask smoke. You can't rush flavor. The Year of the Rat teaches patience, and patience is a kind of freedom. And that, my friends, is where philosophy sneaks in. Because liberty, real liberty, is found in moments like that, in choosing how to spend your time, in savoring rather than scrolling, in enjoying something crafted by hand, by tradition, by time itself. Now, some cigars punch you in the mouth and demand respect. The Year of the Rat? It negotiates with you. You'll taste pepper. That's Honduran and Nicaraguan fillers reminding you that life has spice. Then the earthiness, grounding you, humbling you. And just when you think you've got it figured out, the broadleaf sweetness creeps in with notes of molasses, cocoa, and a little bit of, you deserve this. It's not just a flavor profile, it's a metaphor for balance. We live in a world of extremes, bitter and sweet, chaos and calm, work and leisure. But the Year of the Rat reminds you that somewhere in between, right there in the slow exhale, that is where satisfaction lives. Even its presentation tells you something. Individually wrapped in gold foil, boxed in embossed blue, it's not just screaming for attention, it's quietly confident, like a good idea whispered rather than shouted. Of course, not every moment with the cigar is profound. About halfway through my smoke, a squirrel decided I was clearly encroaching on its territory. He perched on the fence, flicked its tail, and gave me that look like this said, I'm seeing you've chosen violence. But there I sat, puffing away, talking philosophy to a squirrel. I told him, buddy, this is the Year of the Rat, your distant cousin in the rodent family. Show some respect. He didn't. He left. But I like to think that he went off to start a podcast of his own. Acorns and Anarchy. That's the thing about smoking a great cigar. It opens up the mind. You start with flavor notes and end up debating whether squirrels have libertarian tendencies. As a final third burned down, I realized something. Cigars, much like people, reveal themselves slowly. The Year of the Rat didn't rush to impress. It built trust with each puff, each note unfolding like a well-written sentence. Then it ended. As all good things do, I didn't feel like loss. I felt like it was completion. And that's the magic of Drew Estate's Unico Serie. It's not just tobacco rolled in a factory, it's craftsmanship meeting culture, ritual meeting reflection. So, if you ever find yourself in a 65-degree afternoon with a slight breeze whispering through the trees, take the time, light up something special, think, laugh, argue with a squirrel if you must. Because liberty, real liberty, is best enjoyed slowly, thoughtfully, and with good smoke swirling skyward. This is Liberty on Nicotine. Until next time, stay curious, stay free, and may your draws be even and your thoughts be a little dangerous.
Midnight smoke curls round my fingers like the whispers of your name. Each slow drag tells a story of a love we'll never tame. Leather seats and inlet corners where the moonlight barely shines. We don't need no golden cages, just your lips pressed against mine. Liberty in every ember, freedom dancing on my tongue. Nicotine and silk, remember all the wild nights we've begun. Havana nights and slow confession, written in and drifting haze. No chains can hold this passion when we move in smoky ways. Let the ash fall where it may. We don't answer to the day. lost in clouds.